I think I finally found a way to address this terrible news. It was you, Rooster Teeth, all along. You see, I thought us, the fans and I, made you the success you were, but that's not the case. You made us. When Red vs. Blue, Achievement Hunter, RWBY, Funhaus, Camp, and so many others were created, you gave us the hope that anyone from anywhere can make great things. Something more. You were beloved childhood memories. You were the key for our inspiration. Memory is the key, as always. You were so funny and creative. You made a whole company and community from the ground up like no other. God, you brought so much joy to our lives. But now, in the end, I think I know what to say for the end. A simple, final statement. I just had to say 5 words. 5 words I wasn't prepared to say. Still not, honestly. I'm not going to say goodbye, Rooster Teeth. I'm going to say I will never forget you. I will always remember you. You will forever be in all of our hearts. On March 6, 2024, Rooster Teeth was officially shut down by their parent company Warner Bros. Discovery, just a mere month before its official 21st anniversary in April.
Look, he's speechless! Now he's crying with joy.
According to a memo issued the same day by RT General Manager Jordan Levin, the shutdown was due to, quote, challenges facing digital media resulting from fundamental shifts in consumer behavior and monetization across platforms, advertising, and patronage. All 150 current RT employees are effectively laid off and unemployed, save for those involved with the Roost podcast network. According to RT employees themselves, they have about a month or two to finish any work they were already working on before the company is gone for good.
We're still processing it. We're figuring out where everyone's headspace is and trying to determine what we want to do with that time. The general consensus is that we want to thank all of you with that time.
Apparently, Warner has been attempting to sell Rooster Teeth to another company for some time, unsuccessfully. Warner claimed the company was, quote, unprofitable. Instead of selling the company, Warner decided to shut down RT completely. They are now attempting to sell RT original properties such as Genlock, Camp, RWBY, and Red vs. Blue, as well as the Roost podcast network. Warner will contact the remaining 60,000 subscribers to First soon amid the service's inevitable shutdown.
That announcement sucks!
It's not too surprising this happened, to be honest. Rooster Teeth has been going downhill since the whole Ryan Haywood scandal and internal financial and racism issues. Achievement Hunter was dissolved in late 2023, Rooster Teeth's Twitter account was abandoned, and RTX 2024 was cancelled. It's just really heartbreaking to see the shutdown happen so suddenly, especially for everyone working at RT who must be struggling trying to get sustainable jobs now. I can't imagine what the founders of Rooster Teeth like Bernie Burns, Matt Hollum, Gus Sorolla, and Jeff Ramsey must be going through, seeing their company they built fall apart so suddenly. I mean, those guys, they built it from the ground up in just a small room with a couple of Xboxes and old TVs. And they made it into such a great company. And now it's gonna be gone. In terms of content, so much is still left unknown what will happen to RT's beloved series. Camp Season 5 just started being released in RT first. Supposedly they'll be able to release the rest of the series within the remaining time as scheduled, but what will happen after that? Will fans only have a month or two to view the new season before it's gone forever? I doubt they'll have the time or money to make a Blu-ray or DVD release for Season 5 and other prior seasons that weren't made into physical media. RWBY Season 10 has remained inactive ever since Season 9 released exclusively on Crunchyroll, and I bet the low views and reception of Justice League Cross RWBY on Max didn't inspire Warner to fund productions of a Season 10. Plus, what's going to happen to all of the crewbie that's been here since Mati first began the series? If RWBY is sold off, all of the animators, actors, and writers must go with the series, because RWBY is an anime like no other. It just won't be RWBY without them, and they deserve to end the series right. Carey did say that he will continue to work towards getting the support needed to create one last final season, but who knows if he'll be able to accomplish that goal before RT is shut down, or before RWBY is sold to another company.
I, with all of my heart and everything I have, want to finish that story. It started over 10 years ago, and it's been, a third of my life, and I really want to finish what we started. So I'm going to do my best.
It would be nice for both RWBY and Red vs. Blue to have reached 10 seasons that are both well written and celebratory, but who knows if both will be able to reach that. I mean, obviously Red vs. Blue already has, and season 10 is a great highlight. I just wish RWBY would be able to get the chance to make a similar great season. And what will happen to RT's other groups and YouTube channels like Funhaus or Inside Gaming? I feel like the crew at Funhaus could legitimately survive without Rooster Teeth, but I'm not sure if they have the funding to buy themselves free from Warner. In my opinion, Funhaus is still amazingly funny to this day, since the beginning.
Make Yoda thirsty.
Open up. Ooh, that's a full mouth.
Yoda D.
And I could see them surviving on their own. Although they probably wouldn't be able to use the Funhaus name unless they buy it from Warner. It already seems like Inside Gaming is dead for good given BK's titanic response on Twitter. I doubt anything is really going to happen to Genlock because of how expensive the series was and how mixed to poor both seasons and the few comics of the series have been. It had potential, but the series never had great writing and it had a lot of behind the scenes issues. But now let's get to one of the most worrying results of the shutdown. What will happen to Red vs. Blue Restoration? According to Agent Washington actor Shannon McCormick, he said a lot of recent work for RT won't see the light of day now. So does that mean Restoration won't be released? It was slated for a May release, and I presume Machinimators have been working tirelessly with Halo Infinite to make one of the best RWBY seasons yet. Rooster Teeth seemingly confirmed the armors of some of the Reds and Blues in a recent Instagram story post, with most of the Reds and Blues apparently using the Reach Mark V-B armor instead of Master Chief's Gen 3 Mark VI armor. They also previously announced that RT First members would be able to watch all of Restoration once it was released as a sort of online movie release. Non-First subscribers would have to watch each episode as they are released, or would have been released now, I guess. I would also presume this means that any RWBY PSAs they were planning on releasing alongside Restoration are maybe cancelled now too? I doubt they would devote their few remaining days on extra content like that. The loss of new PSAs would suck though, since those are always hilarious and sometimes better than the main seasons. Shout out to the PSAs of season 16 and 17 by the way, those were way better than the Shizano Paradox.
What decides whether a company is worth more or less?
Well, lots of factors. How much profit they're making, or like how much people think they could be making, or sometimes Reddit posts. Sometimes it's just Reddit posts.
And what would happen if Red vs. Blue is sold off to some other company? Would the Rooster Teeth founders and other RWBY actors even want to work on Red vs. Blue for someone that's not Rooster Teeth? They probably wouldn't have as much creative control as before. Plus, would other companies be legally able to make more RWBY content? They would probably need permission from Xbox, Microsoft, or 343 Industries before making new RWBY content. And who knows if other companies would even bother continuing the series in Machinima form. Most companies would probably see Machinima as a hassle and would probably rather make it in a pure animation form instead. Sadly, if Red vs. Blue does continue beyond Restoration, which I honestly think is unlikely, I could see other companies just rebooting the whole series from scratch with new actors and maybe even different characters. That would be kind of interesting to see, but like I said, I doubt that's going to be a possibility. It would be sort of interesting to see RWBY continue, especially if Xbox or 343 Industries buys the property. It'd be nice to see them at least make some RWBY PSAs or shorts with every release of a new Halo game, kind of like what they used to do with Halo Reach and Halo 4. I think that'd be really cool, and it would continue Red vs. Blue with every single iteration of a Halo game.
Communique from command is level 1. That's top priority. What is it? Is the war over? Are they sending us home? Even better. They've informed me of the release date for Halo 4, November 6, 2012. Sarge, that's amazing. That seems like a weird use for the highest levels of alertness. Nonsense. Just imagine what would happen if the Blues got a hold of this information. They would pre-order the game?
In terms of Restoration specifically, Rooster Teeth lead community manager Chelsea Atkinson said that Rooster Teeth won't shut down immediately and they will have time to wind down, about a month or two per se. Hopefully this means Camp Season 5 can be seen by any and all fans and Restoration could be fully released as well. It would be nice if Rooster Teeth was allowed to make first subscriptions free or just release Camp Season 5 and Restoration on YouTube, but I doubt Warner would allow them to do that because they're going to try and squeeze as much profit out of Rooster Teeth's corpse as much as they could. So, is Red vs. Blue Restoration cancelled? It's hard to say right now for sure. It's more or less in limbo or purgatory right now, neither alive nor dead. Some of it will probably be released by its original May release date, but not all of the season may be open to the public before Rooster Teeth officially shuts down.
Is RWBY dead? Wow. On second thought, can we just go back to the first question?
I think we should answer it. No, it isn't. It objectively isn't.
I would sort of encourage first members to maybe download or share recordings of Restoration for those who can't afford first subscriptions and to just save that content overall. It's kind of sad we'll never see a quote-unquote 20th anniversary Blu-ray or DVD box set of all 19 seasons of Red vs. Blue, as a lot of us hoped they would, but we should all strive to save Restoration and other RT content online at least. I urge any and all Rooster Teeth fans to support archival projects and sites trying to save any and all Rooster Teeth content from permanent deletion, from episodes of Red vs. Blue to episodes of Achievement Hunters Go.
You guys ready? Ready!
Yeah.
Swing set glitch, go. Ah! Fuck. Well, Gavin broke the thing.
This shutdown is kind of similar to the old Machinima YouTube channel shutting down. And when they shut down, all of their content that wasn't saved or reposted somewhere else is gone for good. So we don't want this to happen with all of the amazing Rooster Teeth content that's out there. One site you guys should definitely check out is archiveofpimps.com. They've already saved tons of content for preservation, but so much is still left unprotected on YouTube. Some people have suggested the remaining Rooster Teeth employees and founders simply make a new company to continue Rooster Teeth spiritually, but I doubt they would have enough funds to support everyone. Plus, they wouldn't legally be able to use the Rooster Teeth name or continue making the same shows unless they buy them from Warner. It would be like how the original crew of Inside Gaming at Machinima couldn't use the Inside Gaming name when they moved to Rooster Teeth and had to rebrand as Funhaus. It would be interesting to see a sort of sequel company come out from Rooster Teeth's ashes, but I think this shutdown really broke a lot of employees, and especially the founders emotionally. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. To end this video, I just want to say thank you to every member of the Rooster Teeth family for creating some of my favorite memories and bringing so much joy to my life and so many others. I was first introduced to Rooster Teeth when Red vs. Blue Reconstruction first came out when I was in intermediate school. And ever since, I've been a die-hard fan watching Achievement Hunter since the early Minecraft days and making lifelong friends with so many community members. Rooster Teeth truly was the company of a generation. In the beginning, you may have not truly known why you were here, but by the end, we knew it was to bring joy and inspire millions of people. We will never forget you. As you always say, memory is the key.